I think it heard farm as farts. How's that for a start? I didn't know you were about to start the video, Jana.
I know, that's why it's funny. So we're laughing about Anne's Siri, Alexis, whatever thing. Is it Alexa, Siri? Which was it?
Yeah. I can't say it again. It's the A one.
Oh,
if I do, it'll trigger it.
She just started,
but it just started talking about farts
for no reason.
I don't understand.
It was. It's possessed. I think
it is possessed.
Your little device has a mind of its own, and it's.
I think so. Really, I don't know. I don't know why I have it in this room, because all I do is it starts getting the color spin when we get a delivery. And
what do you mean the color spin? I don't know what you mean.
So on the surface of it, it's black, but it has a color around it.
Oh.
And so it changes color and starts spinning. And that's how you know there's a notification waiting. So I say play notifications. Didn't do it, okay?
Because you didn't say its name first.
I know, I didn't say its name, but sometimes apparently it'll start talking about farts without me saying its name.
Without being prompted.
So anyway, so I say like play notifications, and it's like a delivery. You just had a delivery, and so I go out and get my Amazon package. That's like 99% of what I use that thing for. Otherwise, it just sits there. I don't think people were expecting to talk about farting Alexas, though. That was a surprise for everybody.
I had to use
a surprise for me.
My Siri voice today on my phone because I went a different way to the airport to go retrieve my daughter.
Your person?
Yeah, I went a different way. And so I needed, the like mappy directions and, the voice that's on there. Well, I don't like Siri. The Siri voice that your phone comes with.
Yeah, you're going to trigger my watch.
No, I don't like her. I do not like her. She doesn't like me. We don't get along.
I changed mine to the man voice.
Me too.
Yeah.
He's from Australia and I call him Mick. And I tell him, thanks, Mick. I talk back to Mick. I like him.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good.
So do you have the British man voice or the American man voice?
I don't remember. It's actually, to be honest, we upgraded everything like a month or two ago, and I haven't changed it back to the man's voice. So it has been the regular Siri voice.
I don't like her.
I need to get in there and change it.
She's not nice to me. She's not.
It's the same thing. They say the same thing. It's just a different voice. Your voice
understands me better. I don't think it is the same. I don't believe it. Okay.
Ask me what I did last night.
Okay. Anne, what'd you do last night?
We went to dance lessons.
Cool. Did you learn how to cha-cha?
Arthur Murray Dance Studio, like a couple towns over that we went to. Well, because we're going to Apothefaery in Shetland this year, and they have a ceilidh, and which is like a dance party, but it's like proper dancing. It's not just, getting up and boogieing. It's like, like established Scottish dances. And
okay, I did that, and I just dropped like that many stitches.
No. Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
No more dancing for Jana.
That's okay. So you went to the Arthur Murray studio to have dance lessons.
Yes. So because we don't know the dances. And so I found out the name of the two most popular ones. And I sent them a thing saying, can you teach us how to do these? And they said, yes, sure. Come on in. So they watched YouTube videos and figured out how it works. And then they very kindly are teaching us how to do it. So we leave. Apothefaery is the end of it's the last day of January.
Right.
And
why is that?
We have 20 lessons between now and then to learn.
20
lessons.
Well, that ought to do it.
I hope so. My poor husband, he does not dance. He is not a dancer. So I had to do a sport in high school. I went to a private school and they made us all do a sport, like a team sport.
Okay.
But I had bad knees. So after 2 years, they stopped forcing me onto a team and I could do dance instead. So I joined the dance troupe. So I had that. And then in college, like that's when there was like the swing revival.
Oh,
So
okay.
I like did some swing dancing then just for fun, not like for profit or
Not competitive, not for profit, not competitively,
not competitively, just for fun.
not for profit.
Anyway, but it's been
We're
over 20 years because that's how long I've been married to my husband, and he is not a dancer. So he very gamely was like, "Why don't you find someone who can teach us how to do these
Did he have
dances?"
the Eeyore look when he said it?
Well, it was by text while he was on his last trip. And I was like, "Okay, we'll figure it out." And so we went and they taught us the easiest part of one of the dances last night. And he totally got it. He got there. He was there. So
Cool.
good confidence booster. We signed up for 20 lessons. And I think we're probably gonna use almost all, if not all of them.
He's
So
a
we'll be
good
going
sounds like he's a good
basically
sport.
3 to 4 times a week.
Okay. Well, then you'll
We're
get it.
going back today. We're going back tonight.
Well, wow. Okay. We'll have
Yeah.
to have dance updates then, won't we?
Yep.
I'm not a dancer. I mean, I remember I learned how to break dance in the 80s. I mean, I couldn't spin on my head on cardboard. I couldn't do that, but
Uh-huh.
I did learn how to do the worm.
Nice. My brothers were all into break dancing. That's
Yeah,
such a
because it was the
phenomenon.
80s.
Yeah, we were like elementary school age, so we were
Oh,
like
no, I was in
prime.
high school.
Well, I was elementary. Me and my brothers. My older brothers were
Yeah.
probably in middle school when it was first kicking out, kicking off. Well, no, they would have been in high school because that was like second grade. So they would have been my two oldest brothers would have been in high school. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember MC Hammer?
Oh yeah. I did the hammer dance all the time. That
You
was my
remember the
go-to
pants?
in the
You remember
early
the pants?
90s.
The MC Hammer pants.
No, but my older brother did.
Do you
And I have a
remember
story
them?
about that I can't tell you on the air.
Do you remember what the pants looked like?
Yeah, the big old baggy crotch pants. Yeah.
Yeah. I sewed some for myself. And they were tie-dye, and I loved them.
Yeah, my middle brother totally bought into those pants and I think he had 4 or 5 pairs of them that he
Well,
would
they're
just
comfortable.
wear in his regular life. And then we went and visited my grandparents in Ohio, and they lived in Canton, Ohio, in the city. And he went to pick something up for them at the convenience store or whatever, and someone made a comment, and he never wore them again after that.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, sometimes people kill our buzz.
Well, but you don't have to let them. You could just you be you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Wow, we've covered a variety of topics today.
yes,
From Alexa Farts to MC Hammer Pants.
I know. We've just a
Wow.
whole range, a
You just
whole
never know what you're gonna get. You
we
never know.
never know.
We don't
But
know.
it is day 21?
Yes.
21. Day 21.
Yeah. So
It's a pattern packet
how
today.
about this time I'll go first because then you can
Yeah.
show what you have and then we'll segue
That's a good
into
plan.
the interview.
Thinking about the segue ahead of time. I like that. Go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink my caffeine of choice.
Yes. So today we have
Oh, let me guess. That is a sheep in a field. How is that supposed to help me? Okay, so we were in Mississippi, and now it's a black sheep in grass.
Yeah.
Georgia? No, Nashville. How do we go? Are we going up the coast or are we going straight up from Mississippi? Geography test for you,
more
Jana.
up, more north.
More up?
Yeah, more north.
Arkansas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we did someone from Arkansas, right? We
Yeah,
interviewed
this
them?
is
Yeah.
from Apothefaery, not Carrie, Apothefaery Fibers, Luxury Fibers in Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Nice. Ooh, oh, look at that splash of
Yeah,
pink
see? Apothefaery.
among the trees. I like that.
Yes.
It's like an apple. It's got a little apple right there among the
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah, middle of the road, superwash merino, 85 yards.
Nice.
That is nice. So that's who I have today.
Excellent.
But today's interview is with your person.
Yeah, because we have a pattern today. These were our colors. Ba-choing!
So it's pattern day.
Pattern day. Pattern and gift and thing about Hogmanay.
Yay.
Oh. Sorry, I'm getting everything out. Okay. Oh, what do I show first? Well, let's look at the pattern first.
Okay.
So this is the Orchid Cowl.
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, I want that.
I can't wait to knit this thing. Oh my gosh.
Are you casting on today?
I'm not going to have time today because we're recording so late, but soon.
Yeah. We recorded late because I had to go to the airport this morning.
Yeah, it's already past 4:00 for me. So
Yeah.
oh, by the way, I'm like here on my sleeves. I'm so close to finishing my first sleeve.
Oh, cool.
So, okay. So, but we have more. So this is a little wooden, Norwegian or, Scandinavian style ornament from the Craft Shed, which is, she's a teenage girl, 17. She might be 18 by now. Her mom is, Avril Thompson Smith,
Okay.
who does these beautiful acrylic paintings. And so if you want to get in touch with the creator of these, contact her through her mother, Avril Thompson Smith. We have that in there. And then this, bam, talking about Apelia.
Woo!
So we have a card about Apelia. Now, the astute among you will remember that I said it's the last Tuesday in January. So why are we talking about it now? Well, let's read. Let's read together and we'll learn. Okay.
That's the fourth grade teacher in you.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Okay.
So Apelia takes place in towns around Shetland from the end of January into March. So a lot of people don't realize there's more than one Apelia that happens. Okay. Different communities have different ones. During Apelia, squads of geysers, who are folks in disguise,
geysers,
perform skits and dances through the community. The head squad each year dresses like Vikings in full armor. They spend the year building a Viking longship that is paraded through the streets in the evening. It is eventually burned in a massive bonfire when all the squads throw flaming torches on it. Pretty cool. That's what this part is. You can see the... Yeah. Now, Apelia events mark the end of the Yule season, but it has its roots in tar barreling when drunk young men would drag flaming barrels of tar through the streets around Christmas and New Year. Victorians redirected the revels into a safer celebration that focused on their Viking past, swiped the tar barrel for torches, and got rid of the alcohol. The Total Abstinence Society might be disappointed to learn that the booze is back in Apelia, but there's no doubt that modern Shetland loves Apelia as a celebration of the start of a new year as the days grow longer again. And then there's information about Laxdale Yarn and the designer, Sheila Halcrow, who designed our cowl, who's the owner of the yarn company and the designer.
Wow.
And Amber Thompson is the girl who did the ornaments for us. So that's
cool. So I have a question.
Yes.
Apelia translates to...
It's nonsense. There's a theory, I can't remember right now what the theory of the name is, but it's basically it's like some people say it means this, but for everything I could read it's basically a made up word. But there are theories of what it means as well. So I don't know. Okay. I don't know who's right.
Fair enough.
It's hard to know.
But it sounds like
So
super fun, and you're going to be there, and we could watch your Instagram to see.
heck yeah. Yeah. So I'm telling the people at the dance studio, like, why we're going and like
Yeah.
the thing, because they were like trying to understand. Like, one of them had us like going to a palace in Scotland to dance. I'm like, that's
No,
not really what's happening.
it's a beer and fire festival.
Yeah, it's us explaining of the fire festival, and they were like, it's the fire at the dance. No, it's before, and then we go dance. You know. So anyway, I was trying to explain to them what was going on, and I lost my brain while I started talking about that.
But you were trying to explain why you were needing to go and dance, and they didn't quite get it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I was telling them all about it
Yeah.
last night, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, torches, fire, big thing."
And I thought about you today.
Yeah.
Unrelated. No segue. I thought about you today though, because I was eating Cracklin' O brand dry out of the box while I was driving home from Denver.
I would like to show this is still sealed.
Oh, mine's not.
I have not opened it yet. It is still sealed. I think about this every day. And I realize that because we film, I know, because we film in advance, that means I get to have mine on Saturday.
That's true.
The day before Christmas. The Saturday, our Saturday, our filming for Christmas is just going to be me eating Cracklin' Oat Bran.
Okay.
The whole time.
But did you have a donut for Hanukkah? Did you have a Hanukkah donut?
No, not yesterday. I had one the day before.
Okay.
My husband had to run an errand and he came back with cider donuts. So, cider donuts are so good. So so I'm already not sticking to things like I'm supposed to. It's already started. So,
okay,
part of me was like, I can just keep going. I can just like go until Christmas. And I was like, no, you're going to have a really bad tummy by then. So just settle down again. So
settle down.
Settle down. All right. You were showing progress. I apologize.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Just a little more.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just gonna carry on.
Pretty.
Yeah. Gonna carry on. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna cut over to our pattern designer. Show that again. That's just amazing.
Isn't it? I just love how it's these three colors playing together, man. Yeah. They just look so gorgeous.
That's lovely.
The fade. Oh, I can't wait to have this. I can't wait.
And I can't wait to go see if that's available.
Yeah. I don't know. Everything got sort of thrown off because of the storm in Shetland, and everything's a little.
So I don't know. We'll go see it anyway. People can go and check her. I will put a link down below to her Ravelry designer page, or the Laxdale or obviously the Laxdale Yarn page. I'm assuming she would sell patterns through their website as well. So we'll pop over there and see if we can get it.
Awesome.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
We're here today with Sheila Halcrow, owner of Laxdale Yarn and designer of the Orchid Cowl pattern found in the Shetland Hogmanay box. Sheila, it is so good to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. Lovely sweater. Lovely sweater.
Yeah, beautiful yoke.
I didn't make it myself, though.
It's still lovely. It's all right.
Yes.
Yeah, there's so many of those lovely yoke sweaters are available there in Shetland, and I have picked up more than a few and always get such wonderful compliments on them. And then I have to say, well, I didn't do this one, but thank you.
Yes.
But I bought it in Shetland where it's authentic. That's right. But you've made a couple though, Anne, haven't you?
I've done one yoke sweater.
Okay.
Just the one.
I have one in process, but
yeah, I need to get more on the needles.
Yes.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. We're here to talk to Sheila about her beautiful yarn that everybody has been opening over the last few days with the Shetland box. And then today they got the pattern for the Orchid Cowl. But before we get to that, Sheila, I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell us about why you decided to start a yarn company of your own.
Well, it wasn't really it wasn't a big decision, that I'd been sort of planning for a long time. It really just started as part of a discussion. We have our own flock of pure Shetland sheep, and we've always had pure Shetland sheep here, and the wool always just went off to the wool broker. We don't generate a huge income off wool. Once upon a time, the wool was a big event for the crofters. That was a big part of their income for the year. And we just rather casually started to talk about, well, what if we dyed and spun some ourselves? And it sort of really grew from there. And I had encouragement from a few of my friends and family. And yeah, I just thought it would be a really nice thing to do as a kind of tried to retire from the rest of our sort of business, but yeah, and I think it will be really nice for my retirement if I get there. One of my daughters is very interested in it as well, and she's a great help to me working with it, you know.
Yeah, that's
so we managed to get our first batch of wool sent off, and then of course COVID came, so that delayed it. So I finally got the first lot of yarn marketed in March 2021. So really just a little bit more than a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I've started to sell.
That's wonderful. So, where do you look for color inspiration when you add them to your yarn, your line of different colors?
The colors, it's mainly really based on the things I see round about me. You know, I just things catch my eye, and obviously it's colours that I like as well. But you know, I live on an island that's surrounded by the sea, and the sea has so many different colours. Different types of weather affects the colour of the sea and the time of day and everything. So a few of my colours are based on that, and the sky as well, and plants and flowers and things that grow. And yeah, just really the things round about me. I've got one. The dark brown one is peat. Peat has been a huge part of island life, not only in our islands, but other Scottish islands in the north of Scotland. So that's just seemed the natural choice for the dark brown colour. And, you know, it's just really the things that we work with and grow and everything,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sheila, you have a growing collection of patterns designed for your yarns, and you come from a long line of knitters, but I know one of your first patterns that you came out with was for a set of gloves. Could you share the inspiration for that pattern?
Yes, I have quite a supply of Shetland gloves in the house. A lot of them were made by my mother-in-law. She would make a pair for each of my daughters every Christmas. And I mean, they really treasured them, and they've been looked after. And so I really just chose one of those pairs of gloves that I really liked the pattern in. And the Maggie's mitts was what I produced from that. Different colours, but very similar to the design of the original pair, except I didn't do the full fingers. I can show you them if you'd like to.
Yes, please.
Yeah. This is the original pair, knitted in this blue, grey and pinks, both sides of them. And you can see this is the double fingers, the pattern in the fingers as well.
Wow.
And so, I mean, they're beautiful. And when I came to do them myself, I left the fingers off.
That's all right.
So this was my colour scheme for them, using the peat background. But in fact, a lot of people now want their fingers free for using their phones and whatever. And also, well, it's quite laborious knitting fingers.
Yes.
It takes quite a bit of time. Although, I mean, my mother is still knitting, but she's still with us. She's in her 80s now, and she still does a lot of glove knitting, and she just knits up the fingers. She's done it all her life, and it's more, I think, a bit more complicated for her not to do the fingers.
She's used to it.
Yes.
It does. Yeah. People talk about Sleeve Island when they get to the sleeves of their sweaters, and they're like, oh, it's taking forever. And that can be how it feels like with fingers sometimes too. I think it's just like, oh, you're just round and
Yes,
round, because it's such a tiny diameter too, you know, so you're
it
having to
is such a
switch
tiny
needles
diameter, and then you've got to sort of work to get the, you know, to keep it really neat looking when you're doing the fingers at the joins and everything. And well, I did
yeah.
that anyhow with these. I had to work on the joins and everything with them. But yeah, I mean, I would knit fingers, but I just sort of, well, don't really like knitting them.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely tedious.
Confession time.
So you also designed the pattern for your yarn in the Shetland and Shetland Hogmanay box, and it's that beautiful Orchid Cowl. Can you tell us
Oh,
where
yes.
the idea for the pattern for that comes from?
Yes, well, when I started to work with the colours that I thought I would maybe use and started putting them together, just instantly came to my mind the spotted orchid, which was a really common wildflower. They still grow in Shetland, although not so widespread because they grew in the hay meadows. Beautiful flower. And the colours that I was putting together, when I held it out at a distance, that's what came to my mind. So that's what inspired the name. The meadows, I remember as a child, well, we have the Coningsborough Agricultural Show is the biggest one in the Shetland Islands, and it's here in our village. And when we were children, we always picked these bunches of wildflowers to put into the show, and the meadows were full of them. The ones I especially remember was the lady smock. I've actually got a colour based on that one. The ragged robin, which is the little pink one with the raggedy petals, and the spotted orchid.
Oh.
So they just particularly stick in my mind, and so yeah, that's where I got the inspiration for that one from.
Oh, that is
it like
oh
glows.
wow. Oh, that's lovely.
I love it. I
So
love it. She sent me a little in progress when she was working on it, and I was like, I just love it. I love it so much. I can't wait to start working on it myself.
well,
So
I'm quite
I
excited
have
to see the other items in your box.
yeah. So my
I
question
know I was really blown away by the things that people came up with for it. I'm really excited.
that's really neat. So if we have viewers that were not able to get one of the boxes, is that pattern available individually?
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
going
the
to
day
be...
the day it goes live in the box, they can release it on Ravelry also.
Okay, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will look for that, and then after the fact, I'll put the link down below in the video description so that people can go and purchase that pattern if they weren't one of the lucky ones to have the box.
Okay.
So that would be wonderful. That's lovely. Yes. Do you have kits made up for the yarn that all goes to that?
Yes, I've not actually made kits up yet for marketing this one, but I do have yarn. I'm waiting on another batch of colours coming. So some of the ones in the cowl, I have them all at the moment, but I will be, you know, they'll be running down, but I'll be having more coming in the new year.
Okay.
So I will have kits to sell.
Excellent. And on the Ravelry pattern listing, will it tell all the colors that you used?
It's actually, I'm not on Ravelry at the moment. I sell from my website, but maybe Ravelry is something I'm needing to go and explore and get organized with. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, she can put the link for that. Yeah. On for your website too.
Yes, my website would be the place at the moment. Yeah.
I just wondered if I were to order that pattern, how would I know what all the little colors and the shading that you used? I would want to make sure to get the yarn that I needed to have that specific color scheme.
Yes, well, that would all be in the pattern.
Okay.
I mean, I would put it up on my website. I mean, I've put the kits up. They'll be available like that in kit form on the website, in a little box with the yarn and the pattern as well.
Lovely.
But I also would have the pattern available on its own and the colours as well. So, but yes, if you wanted to make this one, it would be available in a little boxed kit.
Oh, okay. I'll be waiting to look for that. Assuming that you ship all over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
So Sheila, is there anything coming up in 2023 with Laxdale Yarn that you can tell us about?
Well, I have, as I said, yarn away at the moment, getting spun, and I'm very excited to be having some in the natural Shetland colours coming.
Oh, nice.
We mainly had just the, the white coloured sheep, but this last couple of years I've been sort of building up a small flock of sheep, some black and murret sheep as well, and some other that are sort of different colours, not just the complete black or murret. So I have yarn away at the moment, and I'm hoping I may even have that before the end of the year. If not, it'll be early next year. So I'm very excited to be having that, and I'll be looking at some patterns for some hats or gloves or something like that. I mean, at the moment, I really I'm doing this sort of small accessory type things. I am planning to be doing a yoke for myself. I really want to do a new yoked cardigan. I have done ones in the past, but I've not done one with my own yarn yet. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And yeah, the natural colours will be the thing I'm really looking forward to.
That's lovely.
Excellent. Yeah, that's fantastic. I love the natural Shetland shades. They're so pretty.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, Sheila, thank you so much for your beautiful pattern and for being part of the Shetland Hogmanay box and for spending some time talking to us today.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for coming.